Good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday, day 56 of my journey to alignment. Oh, man. So welcome. I hope you had an exciting, powerful, and successful day today. Like I said on yesterday's video entry, it was Monday, I was really invigorated to start my day, and it's continued right into today. It's got the same excitement, and I'm pretty sure it will persist throughout this entire week. And that's because I'm at a place where bringing my coaching business into the world of the physical through the portal of my mind to right here, it's just, I can almost taste it. In other words, I can hardly wait to have my Q&A webinar call with real life beginner entrepreneurs. Man, I'm so close. It's like getting ready to finish the fourth quarter of a Super Bowl, and you're so close to winning the big deal. So it's exciting. I think that my pre-playing movie has really been playing a big part of fueling my energy and my feelings that I'm having towards this mindset. And so, as you know, my power statement for this morning was, I'll finish beefing up my last two lessons, lesson 11 and lesson 12, and that will allow me to start working on my next podcast in my Mindset is Everything podcast series, as well as getting after all the other podcasts I have on my list. If I got 2 already and I get this next one, that's 3. And I think I'll probably get a total of 10 before I can really start to launch my business. And then I'll work on the other 10 or 12, 15 after that. But ultimately, I'll have 25 of them done. I hope you have some exciting pieces from your dreams and your goals you're working on and getting them through the portal of your mind where you can almost taste the goal coming right and landing right there on your desk in your world of the physical. It is so exciting. Here's my to-do list. Take the sticky off of this. Right here, do the next 2 lessons, lesson 11 and 12. That one right there, the white one right there. Okay, take info to Carla at the social play. Okay, I've got that done. Check my accounts, check my emails. Done. See this? Done. Bam! Got it done. Now let's answer Croy's questions of getting honest with yourself. What didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Started strong. Stayed strong. I'm ending strong. Absolutely. Did you start your morning with power? I'll talk about that in a minute. Next, were you productive throughout your day? 2 more lessons. Where is that? Anyhow, all of them. Done! So exciting. Are you moving your goals forward? Did you show up as the person you wanted to? Yes, it did. What about your personal time with Kathleen? And were you present and loving with her when she came home? She's home! Absolutely. After visiting the folks at Avalon Care Center earlier tonight, I came home and saw Kathleen crocheting a blanket for one of my nieces and her new baby. Before I went to Avalon, Kathleen said that she was going to go to bed early tonight. She was quite exhausted, and I said, fine, I'll see you tomorrow morning. But I was so surprised when I came home to see her still sitting up there on the double-wide couch, recliner, and working, crocheting to finish that blanket. My mother, who had passed away a few months ago, had asked her to finish it because my mother knew she was going to pass away soon, and she knew Kathleen could finish the blanket for her that she had made a promise to her granddaughter and for that little baby. And when Kathleen was asked when I asked Kathleen why she decided to stay up and continue crocheting, she said that she wanted to get started on fulfilling this promise she had made to Mom, and in doing so, she said that it was therapeutic. And she wasn't tired anymore. She just was bright-eyed and doing her thing. Let me tell you, if I was doing that crocheting, I'd have been out. And some of my writing, when she sees these videos and she sees the thing that I've been writing, she said she'd go out. It's just so different what gets us excited and what invigorates us. But I was so proud of her. I mentioned this because it helps me to make the point that doing something for others truly is therapeutic and even energy producing. And I have found that it be true in my journey to alignment. My goal of coaching, which is simply to help beginner entrepreneurs start and get developed and be ready and then get it launched, their business of their own so they can help themselves, help their family, earn more income, provide more service to other people, themselves. That's what's driving me. That kind of effort truly is invigorating and even makes tiredness go away, usually. Sometimes we just get so tired, we're out. But I'm proud of you, Kathleen. You're a great example to me. Way to go. She even said to me, Bam, done. And then she giggled. She's been listening to me say bam and done so much. When she had to go right there, she goes, bam. It's so great. She started strong this morning. She worked hard all day long and stayed strong. And now she decided to end strong, just like I'm ending my day strong by recording 56 video journal entry. Bam, done. Next question is to answer, what was the one thing out of the things you did today, Marty, that you know you could improve on going forward? In other words, did you fail at anything today? Was there any kind of failure that you can turn into a tool of success? Well, each time I stop and review my day and try to look for where I can improve on something that I did or didn't do, one thing came up that I think is an area we can all improve on, and that's in our thought management. That really came up and stirred in my mind tonight. Thoughts, as you know, produce our feelings and emotions and determines our actions. And those, of course, produce results. So I got to thinking about physical exercises and how mine started just a little bit and then got a little bit more. And almost after 2 months now, I'm doing more leg lifts and sit up. Oh, it's just been interesting how it's evolved. But thinking about those physical exercises that I've started to do each morning led me to think about mental exercises and what I'm doing each day. I'm doing things that actually strengthen my intellect and to develop my mindset. That's the key word, because one's mindset or mentality about something determines the fruit of your thinking. So if you want to have a business owner mentality, a multimillionaire's mentality, is to start thinking like those folks and to feed your mind. Do mental exercise, that leg lift and those curls. Do those little mental exercises. Well, developing your mindset about money, for example, about making money or building a successful business that makes money, comes about through thinking or thought management. About how millionaires think, for example, or how successful business owners think. Do they do mental exercises? Do you think? I think you should probably talk to some. I know I certainly have, and I have to tell you, absolutely. The difference between them and us is how they think and the people they associate with. The difference of whether you'll get there or not is how you think, and what you think comes from what you read and the people you associate. So you want to associate with some successful people that you might even feel uncomfortable around and get into their head. Find out how they think. Develop that relationship. Reading books, studying one's business, thinking about one's relationship about money and how to earn it and keep it and grow it. All of this thinking is doing mental exercising. You should do some of that every day. So my review really didn't come up with a failure, as it were, but it did come up with a tool of success for improving upon my success mindset, my business owner mentality, and my thinking like a millionaire thinks goal that I have. And I'm calling that tool of success mental gymnastics. Mental gymnastics. Here it is. My 8 steps of core that I've talked about. My 8 steps of core is the practical application of mental gymnastics. So I'm going to read those to you. Let me just tell you what it is. Do the win the morning, win the day routine. Start strong, stay strong, end strong. There's a lot of reading because you read that morning routine as you're doing it. So it's putting that little mental exercise. It's like doing those little high lows as you're reading that. Number 2, go to the movies. Imagine and pre-play your why movie, your vision movie, and other movies that your 2 amigos are going to set onto your stage of your mind. That's the second one. Number 3, listen to one's audio, to at least one audio or video per day. Putting stuff in, that's a mental exercise. Coaching podcasts, coaching lessons, Croy Sather's Instant Manifestation Secret audios, or Jordy Moore's Be Bold series of videos and podcasts. Something that's food of thought and real positive stuff. Read 30 minutes a day. Power, here it is. I got one more chapter of this book, just one more chapter, and I'm done. I've been taking notes. I have my file folder here, right here. You can see the plus factor. That's all my notes that I've taken as I've read a chapter every day and taken notes. So read 30 minutes a day. 5, attend all weekly webinar calls. It's only 1 per week. But that hour of conversation and looking at it, that's going to be the goal that every one of my beginner entrepreneurs, I'm going to ask them, Do that. Come and listen and take good notes. Number 6, plan your work and work your plan. Prepare your list of to-dos. That's putting in your mind, reviewing in your mind, thinking, okay, how can I get rid of the distraction, those IEDs, improvise excuses and distractions that take you away from your goal. Plan for that next day. Think of that power statement and then build that list for tomorrow so you're ready to hit the road fast right off the bat. Number 7, hire your 2 amigos and give them your most important assignments and do it every day. Get them working. How is that, man? Well, it's going to come work in your head. They're right in here. They're like those 2 little rats running on that, thinking of thoughts and coming back with answers. They go out to the universe, come back with support material and with evidence to confirm you're on the right track. Do this. This is success. Number 8, do the end of the day success routine each night before you go to bed. That is a mental meditation, thinking of the right things, going through this process, reviewing your day, coming up with success tools, all those things, that little 15, 20 minutes and that little 3 minutes of music. You're going to love it. All that's mental gymnastics to get the right kind of mental gymnastics. Too many people let the human mind just kind of take over and they come with negative gymnastics and it hurts their brain, it hurts their thinking, it produces fear, it produces frustration, it produces anger, it produces bad fruit, and the results are not what you'd want. So mental gymnastics of right thinking. Oh, so great. So the next question is, what was my biggest success today? My biggest success was doing exactly what I wrote down as my power statement. And let me show you that right here. Move this here. I said I would get these 2 done right here. Those 2 done. 11 and 12. Bam. Done. And when you really stop to look at this stack here now, I've got so much. Look at that. I think that is all the stuff that I've been working on that I'm going to record and the podcast, the other remaining, 23 of them. I'm going to get that done. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, go to the movies, which was number 2 of what I just said on my 8 steps of staying core, is something I'm committed to doing every morning and throughout the day, every day. It's so important. I can do it while I'm meditating like I've talked about. I can do it as I'm eating lunch. I can do it as I'm typing and doing multitasking. I can do it while I'm reading or relaxing. I can find that it's anything that you spend a few minutes doing, pre-playing it, even when you're thinking about it, these 2 amigos are shooting things, calling them right on the movie screen. Look at this, and you even see people you don't even know, you've never even seen, show up there, and certain things happen. It's just so exciting. And what's great, you can do it for free. I can do it while I'm reading, like I said, and relaxing. It's incredibly powerful. It has an incredible impact on my thinking for the day, which of course impacts my feelings and my emotions. And those emotion feelings produce and generate actions that I go out and do, either positively or negatively or complaining or excitement. And that ultimately produces the result that you want or don't want. So be careful. When you go to the movies, have it be what you want to have happen in the future. See it before you even get there. And yes, I went to the movies today. Next is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful today, Marty? Well, take a look at this. I did it and I said it. I'm going to repeat it again. 1, 2. Lesson 11, beefed out. Lesson 12. I guess that is right here somewhere. Yeah. And lesson 12, right there. I put them in the right order. I got those done. I got them beefed out. And they're done. I'm excited. And now the next goal, of course, is, remember that picture? Mindset is everything. This is 14 page that I did and recorded. I've got number 2 recorded. I'm going to continue on with my next podcast. So I'm excited about that. So yes, that made me feel successful today. Croy then says, rate your day's effort. So I did that. And listen up. I gave my day a 10. I say 10 because I really felt today was as close to a perfect day as I'm going to experience. I didn't have setbacks. I didn't make terrible mistakes. I got done what I set out to do. Bam! Done! And I didn't find anything that I would call a failure. So the next question is, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, but you'd still feel like you were a success, what would that one thing be? Now put it into a power statement for tomorrow morning. Well, here's my power statement for tomorrow. I'm going to look over my list of podcast topics. Where's that at? I can find that. Oh, it doesn't matter. You've seen them. There's 25 of them. I had one written in, and I've added 2 or 3 more ideas that have come to me. I'm going to look at that topics and decide which ones I want to then flesh out and get going. So that's what I'm going to be doing is I wrote that down. I'm going to decide on the one I want to write the content for, and then I'm going to start writing its content and go to the next one, do its content. I'm going to get those 8 or 10 done with content so they're ready to record, and then I've got podcasts to record and lessons to record. Hear that? Podcast to finish recording and the lessons to record. And that's going to, I put them all because I just want to focus on recording. Once I get these things done, just focus on recording until they're done. So that's what I'm doing. Now that I have all lessons done and beefed up, they're ready for recording, like I said, and that's what my focus is going to be, is to get those podcasts recorded and get those lessons recorded, and they'll be ready to be as links and pictures tied to links on my website that's going to get up, and I'm really close to get going. So if I can get that done tomorrow, I'll feel like I'm really moving the next important pieces of my goal and dream of coaching through the portal of my mind into the world of the physical, and that feels ecstatic and fantastic. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle of success that I've learned. Those many principles of success that I've learned. I remember a time when I was clueless about the laws of success. I was just a young guy, didn't know nothing hardly, such as the law of attraction, the law of manifestation, the law of prediction, law of predication, let me say that right, the law of prededication. And that's when things are predicated, that you're out there in the world, and when you receive a blessing because it was predicated and tied to that law. So if you obey the law, you get the blessing. It's just that simple. The simple truth is, if you learn these laws and obey them, you confirm them in your own life, period. For example, just like the law of gravity, you might want to get on a roof and be about 8-10 feet off the ground. When you jump off, what happens? You start to float off and like a little cloud floating away, or do you go down to the ground? That's right. You'll hit the ground because you're confirming the law of gravity. You're not breaking it. You don't break the law of gravity. You confirm it. And the same is true of each one of these. If you don't have the things you want, then it's because you're confirming the law of predication, that you didn't do the things that it was predicated to receive those blessings. So let's confirm each law by doing what's predicated, doing the thing that will release the blessing. Next, I'm grateful for the beauty of color. There's a lovely lady at Avalon Care Center who's blind. She's such a sweet lady. She delights in having someone describe what they're seeing as things are happening and things are going on outside, to sit down and talk with her about it and describe colors and describe the beauty of things and how cold and the colors and the scenery. I'm so blessed to see and feel those colors in my life, especially because I'm an artist and I love to paint and watercolor and draw using color. It's just wonderful. What a gift to see with color. I don't relate to someone who's colorblind. I imagine that's all that they've known, so maybe that's normal for them. But for me, as an artist, I love color. It's wonderful. And lastly, I'm grateful for affirmations. Speaking them every morning has been so inspiring and helpful for me in starting my day strong. Starting strong, staying strong, and ending strong has really been spurred on and encouraged by speaking those affirmations. Remember that list that I read way in the beginning here? I've been doing it every day, and it's just almost got it memorized. It's incredible. So that's it. One more day, live to the fullest. So I can honestly say that I'm living the dream. Bam! Kathleen, done! Until tomorrow night, when I sit down here at my computer, right here, same time, same place, and I'm accountable to myself and to you. I wish everyone continued success. Good night.